Okay, so one of the very first reasons that we should keep our growth silent is because not everybody can handle who you becoming. Not everybody is comfortable with who you becoming, and I know that's not your problem. You know what I mean? A lot of times that's not our problem with who we becoming because we like, listen, we just want people to see like, yes, we didn't grown, we didn't did this and we did that, but not everybody can handle that. And what happens with that, what comes with that, you have some people who gonna doubt you. You have some people who gonna know your story and they'll manipulate things or twist certain things and say that they'll discourage you or mock you or try to pull back old patterns. So yeah, not everybody gonna be able to handle who you are becoming just because you happy about this new thing. Yes, you are excited. You like, yay, look at this shiny new growth thing. I'm going through this beautiful transition. Oh my goodness, right? And you expecting them to be happy and you like, look at me. And they ain't got the same thing. They ain't got it. They ain't got it. So since they ain't got it, that's a problem. And now you didn't just sit up here and went and told them, and now it's gonna threaten your growth because especially if you love it, because you're gonna be feeling some type of way, like, dang, did I do something wrong? What am I doing? Like, what's going on? You ain't gonna understand it. You ain't gonna understand it. So unless you ready to be doubted, okay, unless you are ready to be discouraged, unless you are ready to be mocked, unless you are ready to be pulled back into patterns of proving who you really are, then that just may be a problem. That may be a problem because that's why you got to keep your mouth closed. Don't say nothing. That's why you got to be quiet about the goals. The number two reason you need to grow in silence is because seeds grow best underground. Trees grow best underground. They grow underground first before everybody can see what's taking place, okay? They're under there quietly, okay? Building, okay? You can't, when you got an audience, it's kind of hard to grow, okay? When you got an audience now, you usually performing. Okay? That's why you got to grow silently. Okay? Grow silently. All right? That's number two. Seeds grow best underground. And the same thing is true for a new mindset. The same thing is true for relationships. The same thing is true for business visions, okay? Boundaries, purpose. You have to grow silently. These things need time to mature. We go running and we like, oh, we got this new thing and we done messed it up. Now we done stopped. We didn't fit, or somebody done doubted us. Girl, you really think you can do that? I don't know if you can do that. I don't know if you can do that, girl. I wouldn't do that if I was you. And now you didn't let them plant a seed in your head and you didn't stop. You didn't gave up because they said, well, can you really do that? And the number three reason you need to grow in silence is because when you stop talking about every goal, you learn to focus, right? And I don't know if the fact that we talking about these goals, is it so other people can believe in us. Like, we want them to believe in us before we even get started, but we really, like, subconsciously probably don't even believe in ourselves or something. I don't know why that is, but you don't need to go talking and broadcasting everything, because not everybody is not going to be happy for you. So silence builds discipline. Okay, it builds discipline. When you start doing the work, you start trusting God, you start being consistent and letting the results speak. I be saying all the time, like, people talk a good talk. People can talk. Like, I don't think that's a problem. People can talk, baby. People can talk the woo, people can talk, people can talk, people can talk. But very few people is actually walking what they talking. Very few. You will not catch a lot of people walking what they talking. But they talk a good, man. They mouthpiece is like, man. But their walk, baby, their walk, you ain't never seen that walk, baby. You ain't never seen that walk, baby, because they could talk. They could talk. But that walk, that's a whole different ball game. That's a whole. Number four. Your fruit will speak for you. You ain't gotta say nothing. You don't need to convince nobody. You don't need to be like, hey, look at me. Like, really, that desire eventually is going to go out the window. Once people keep just saying certain things, eventually that desire going to go out the window. That desire for you to keep telling people and broadcasting and showing people and convincing people what you're doing, that desire it's going to grow. It is going to go. It's going to go out the window pretty quickly when you start doing it with God. When you start growing with God, it's gonna go. Like, your fruit, this is your fruit. Your life is gonna be peaceful, okay? You're gonna have boundaries, confidence. So the evidence is going to show, okay? The growth is going to show. It's gonna be visible over time. You ain't gonna have to say nothing. You ain't gonna have to open your mouth. Because people gonna be like, oh my God, like, I remember she was over. And I remember that happened to her. And I remember that happened to her. And I remember that happened to her. And I really thought that took her out. Oh my God. I thought that one took her out. Oh my God. I thought that one right there took her out. But what? And when God, and when that glow, and when that silence, you disappear for a minute, and then you come back, and it's like, ooh, wait, ooh, I can see it. So stop broadcasting things. Everything don't need to be broadcast. You don't need to tell everybody. You don't need to convince. So when it comes to you announcing everything, like, get an affirmation. If you got a problem, every time you look up, you try, I just want to tell everybody my good news. I should be able to celebrate. Yes, you should. You definitely should. But some of y'all don't know who to celebrate around. Y'all come around some people who be hungry. These people be colorful. And y'all come around these people and y'all waving y'all stuff all, and then these people don't give you the reaction. They rob you, kill you, whatever. And then now you talk about, oh, what happened? Because you showed everybody. You flashed it to everybody. You wanted everybody to be happy because of what you had. Come on now. Learn to read your environment. That's a problem. So let's say a little affirmation. I do not need to announce every step of my growth. Okay? I trust God to develop me private so I can bear fruit in public. Okay? So if God wants that thing to be public, it's gonna be public. Okay, don't worry about who see you. Don't worry about convincing people. Don't worry about what they believe. Oh, you changed. You now doing this. You was down. You was broke. They said this about you. They said that about you. Now you gonna show them. You gonna show them. No, all you gonna do is trick yourself up out your spot. That's all you gonna do. You ain't gonna show nobody nothing. You just gonna trick yourself up out your position. So this is why it is very important to grow silently. Okay, grow in silence. Be quiet. You do not need to announce your every move. Everybody ain't happy for you. Some people is in dark spaces and dark places, and they want to put you in dark spaces and dark places. So you need to understand that part. The very same people that you love and cherish, and you think that they should be so happy for you and so great for you, and especially depending on where they is in their life, oh baby, bad. You gonna be sadly mistaken if you waiting on other people to be happy about your growth. You have to be quiet. You have to grow in silence. You have to trust what God is developing in you. And yeah, just about.